Welcome back to the Bailey Work Channel. Thanks for joining me. I'm Chris, and in this video I'll be doing a review on the DeWalt 18V XR cordless angle grinder. It's the brushless version and it takes 125mm or 5-inch discs. Unboxing it would probably be a good way to start. So here we go. Fumbles with the cardboard. We have a handle. We have a grinder. Oh, I've been waiting for this thing for quite a while. I really have. This is a thing of beauty and a joy to behold. There is a non-brushless variety, but I got a really good deal on this from a company in Northern Ireland. When I saw that, I was like, I'm definitely going for this one. All of these tools in the XR range take an 18V battery. In the US, it's a 20V battery. So I bought a selection of things to use today. Batteries, we're going to need them, and a few different angle grinding discs, which I'll explain in a minute. I have one 5Ah battery and one 4Ah battery. They'll both work on this grinder. I've had them for quite a while, but because I have a good selection of batteries in my battery of power tools, I didn't need to buy any new ones for this tool, so I just purchased the bare unit. So there's lots of instructions here, but I'd say they're probably pretty self-explanatory. So we'll get rid of the cardboard. I'm kind of figuring this out as I go. So I was trying to pull this little lever thing here, but actually you push it, and then it loosens the guard, and you can turn the guard any direction you want. It's very, very slick. Wow. It's lashing rain and blowing wind outside, so that's probably what you can hear on this video. Just to show you that the on-off switch can also lock into place, so if you want to use the grinder for any amount of time and not be worried about having your finger to press, you've got this option. Very, very, very nice. Now the grinder is running at full power, and you're not having to worry about that. You can hold it wherever you want. So we're going to start by attaching one of these sanding discs. This one is 60 grit, which would be quite aggressive. Put it onto the grinder like this. Then we have the locking flange. It has a little instruction that says this way out. So we're going to leave this side out. I think that would be wise. So we push the little button here to lock the wheel, and then we use our Allen key to tighten it. Extremely slick. Now it's time to turn on the grinder for the first time. I'm going to go ahead and insert the 5Ah battery, which should give us plenty of juice. And we're ready to go. I'm going to start with this rusty hinge here, just to show you how good an angle grinder is with one of these sanding discs. At taking off rust, paint, rough wood, you name it, it'll take it off. Appropriate PPE is being donned. Just some gloves I happen to have on hand. Not my favorite, but they'll do the trick. Let's fire her up and see how she does. She's everything I ever dreamed of, and more. Let's try cutting something. I have a nice thick bolt here I need to cut. So we're going to change the heads on this angle grinder, and we'll get to work. Lots and lots of delicious metal cutting discs. So many. I don't know what I'll do with all of these. Let's go. It made quick work of that. And now I've got a nice rough piece of oak here, just to demonstrate again the capabilities of these sanding discs. This one is an extremely aggressive 40 grit. Maybe we'll start with that and then we'll go to another one. I have an 80 grit and 120 here. So maybe if I finish sanding 120 grit, this is if you're wanting to contour wood or remove paint or anything like that. For finer flat sanding, obviously you'd go for an orbital sander, but the grinder works for all the odd shaped bits. You can never be too careful. Here we go. It's so aggressive. Let's try something a bit finer. Takes a little bit of time to get up to speed with these changes. 120 grit. Finally, in my last demonstration, we're going to cut a piece of granite using the all-purpose masonry cutting disc. I think this is going to be interesting. Now, ideally, you would do this with water, and that would make a big mess. I'm just going to try cutting it dry today. Oh man, it literally cuts like butter. I upgraded from a corded angle grinder, so already this has an advantage. But secondly, my angle grinder was only a 4-inch angle grinder, and it was really hard to get the discs for that. All sorts of discs are available for this one. Well, all I can say is that I can't say enough about how good this grinder is on first impressions. Obviously, I've yet to take it out on a job, but I can't wait to do so. It's been brilliant. The on-off switch is just beautiful. It has plenty of power, especially with one of these 5 amp hour batteries, which I expect to last for a lot longer than I used it today. The new masonry disc from Ox Tools went through the granite like butter with no water. Very impressive. The stainless steel cutting disc did an incredible job on a thick bolt. Sanding discs, which I bought in 40, 60, 80 and 120 grit, are just excellent for stripping down rusty metal, removing paint, dealing with very rough wood, shaping wood into any shape you want. Start rough, finish fine. So yes, DeWalt has done an amazing job with the DCG450 brushless 18 volt XR angle grinder.